Sand art is the creative practice of shaping, sculpting, or drawing images using sand as the medium. It blends the simplicity of natural material with the complexity of human imagination. This form of art is both ancient and modern. The roots of sand art can be traced back thousands of years across different cultures. Indigenous tribes use sand patterns in spiritual rituals and ceremonies. These early forms served both artistic and symbolic purposes. There are several types of sand art, each with its own techniques and aesthetics. The most common include sand sculptures, sand mandalas, and sand painting. Each type relies on skillful manipulation of grains to create temporary beauty. Sand sculptures are often seen at beaches, festivals, and competitions. Artists mold damp sand into castles, animals, human figures, and abstract shapes. These sculptures can range from small, simple forms to towering, intricate structures. Sand painting, involves layering colored sand onto a surface to create these really detailed designs. This technique is especially popular in Tibetan Buddhist traditions, where monks spend hours, sometimes days, creating elaborate mandalas. And interestingly, once the paintings are complete, they're often destroyed as a symbol of impermanence. The act of creating sand art honestly requires a lot of patience and precision. Artists use tools like brushes, knives, and even their hands to carefully shape the sand granules. Each movement, no matter how small, affects the final outcome, making it a highly attentive and mindful practice. Sand art is, by its very nature, ephemeral. Unlike paintings on canvas, sand art only exists temporarily, until wind, water, or just the passage of time erases it. And this fleeting quality, well, it really adds a poetic element to the art form. So modern sand art has really expanded to include performances. Artists now create these live sand drawings on illuminated glass panels, and the evolving images are projected onto screens. These performances, they blend visual art with storytelling and music, making the experience even more immersive. Sand animation, as a performance art, actually gained international attention through talent shows and online videos. Artists continuously shape and reshape sand into moving images that narrate a story. Viewers, are captivated by both the process and the result. Different cultures have their own unique sand art traditions. For example, Navajo sand painting is a healing art in Native American culture, created during ceremonial rituals. It combines artistic skill with spiritual significance, making it really special. Tools used in sand art really do vary by technique. While sand sculptors use carving tools and molds, sand painters often rely on straws or tubes to control the flow of sand. Even simple tools like sticks and, just their fingers can be used for freestyle designs. The quality of sand plays a vital role in sand art. Finer, angular grains offer better cohesion for sculptures, while colored sands, well, they really help enhance painting detail. Artists sometimes prepare their own sand mixtures for optimal results. Beach sand is commonly used for sculptures simply because it's so available. However, specialized sand is preferred for competitions and professional displays. It contains fewer impurities and, honestly, better structural properties. Large sand sculpture festivals are held worldwide, drawing crowds and media attention. Events like the Fiesta International Sand Sculpture Festival in Portugal showcase monumental works of art. These festivals highlight the scale and creativity possible with sand. Sand art competitions judge works on creativity, technique, complexity, and originality. Artists often work for hours or days to complete their pieces. The competitive aspect pushes innovation within the sand art community. In environmental art, sand art is valued for its low impact. Unlike synthetic materials, sand naturally returns to the ecosystem after the art fades. This makes it a sustainable choice for temporary installations. Creating sand art can also be a meditative practice. The focus required to control each grain, well, it really promotes mindfulness and stress relief. This therapeutic aspect attracts hobbyists and professionals alike. Social media has, really amplified the popularity of sand art. Platforms like Instagram and YouTube showcase time-lapse videos and tutorials. This digital exposure has introduced sand art to new generations. Artists often collaborate across disciplines. Musicians, dancers, and filmmakers work with sand artists to create multisensory experiences. These collaborations expand the boundaries of what sand art can be. These days, educational programs actually teach sand art in schools and workshops. They introduce students to both the technical skills and the cultural significance of this unique art form. It's a wonderful way to foster creativity and help people appreciate the beauty of ephemeral art. Sand mandalas in Tibetan Buddhism are, a really powerful spiritual teaching tool. Monks work together in teams for several days to create these incredibly intricate patterns, only to ceremonially dismantle them in the end. This whole process is meant to symbolize the impermanence of life and material possessions. Technological innovations have brought sand art into digital spaces. Virtual sand art apps allow users to create patterns and sculptures on screens. This, preserves the core creative process in a new medium. Despite its fragility, sand art has left lasting impressions on audiences. The temporary nature makes it more precious, as each piece exists for just a moment in time. Observers often feel a deeper connection because of this transience. Professional sand artists often travel globally for events, commissions, and workshops. Their work bridges cultures and introduces sand art to diverse audiences. This global exchange, honestly, enriches the art form's development. In conclusion, sand art represents the beauty of simplicity, patience, and impermanence. It combines natural materials with human expression in ways that are both ancient and modern. By understanding its history and techniques, we gain a deeper respect for this captivating form of creativity.